Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Steve here, V-Twin Racing Channel. Just gonna work on doing a little bit of maintenance on, well, correcting some problems, I guess. First race issues. We're having a pretty rough season so far. It's an understatement. So, we just did the first round of All Harley World Shootout, and at Farmington, and we didn't fare real well with pretty much, well, okay, so this bike done fairly well. We didn't do too bad with this one. The other one, on the other hand, not really surprised. It was pretty much a bust, as usual. Oh boy. So, started the week off, we left for Moxville Thursday afternoon after running around, getting everything ready, getting all hooked up, and 25 miles into that trip, the alternator went out of the motorhome, so we had to have it towed back home, and grabbed a pickup truck, just kind of threw all our crap in the trailer and turned around and headed back out Friday straight to the track. And it rained and poured all day to the point where they canceled all the test and tune for Friday, which I was very heavily relying upon to try to get somewhere with these bikes, and that didn't really happen. So I had 2 qualifying passes on each one of them to sort them out, and the old OG was what you doing, Charlie? What you doing, Charlie boy? The OG was close. This carburetor is the 48 that was on the other bike at the end of the year last year. So right now I'm working on trying to get the needle up out of it, because I remember last year I raised the needle all the way up trying to let more fuel in because I couldn't get enough fuel in it. So I got to put that back in the middle. I think this one will be right where I want it when I get that needle put back. So also, when I put this engine together, I forgot there's a vent on the transmission just to the back of the starter, a tube sticking out. I didn't put a hose on it, I forgot. So I was blowing oil out of there. I got to drain that and probably pull the primary cover and the motor shaft sprocket, make sure I didn't blow the crank seal out of it or anything. Hopefully it was just flinging it up off the clutch basket, I don't know. But without any kind of hose on it, it certainly made a mess out of the bike. I had to keep after that all day. But hey, on a positive note, on this bike, I did go down to the 4 bikes. I made it down to the semifinals in Street ET, so pretty excited about that. My lights were dangerously close to red all day long, and of course in the semifinals, I went out with a red light. So, I got my personal best 60 foot on this bike. It was a 1.49, which is a 66-inch wheelbase bike with basically it's an Energy 1+1 clutch. There's nothing fancy. So, pretty proud of that. I think that's doing pretty good for this little bike. Ain't much. But yeah, I got to address that oil leak, and I got to just fine tune this carburetor a little bit, and I believe it's in that needle. I remember I left it up. So the other bike, I'm not even sure where to begin. I've had quite a bit of help from very, very knowledgeable people, and I just got lucky enough to buy the one carburetor that doesn't work. So, gonna try to put a different Super D on it again yet at cash days. I gotta do a little bit of work to it. The other carburetor's still off. Gotta clearance the cylinder head just a little bit more for I kind of cheated a little bit on the bottom of the throttle paddle arm, whatever you want to call it. My carburetor was rubbing the head a little bit, and I just took a file to the end of that arm, and so it'll clear. But any other carburetor, it won't clear. It gets stuck open, so I have to go in with a Dremel and take some meat out of the head there. Get that done. But I think I got one more try in me with that thing, and if I don't have it resolved by cash days, I'm probably just gonna stick with bracket racing. But the guys that have been working their butts off to help me figure this thing out, you guys know who you are. Joe, Perry, Chad Hart, I really appreciate everything you guys are doing to help me. But yeah, I gotta get a few things taken care of, and we'll be rolling without the motorhome for a while. I don't really know what all it's going to take to fix it, but we've been working to try to get it to pass inspection. If you're in North Carolina, you know what that's like. Get it to pass inspection so we can get plates on it and get it legit and not have to worry about that. But you know, I bought a $10,000 motorhome instead of a $100,000 motorhome. I guess you get what you pay for. So, but the good news is I don't make payments on it. It can sit here until the cows come home. I really don't care. But coverage at the races, I'd like to do better, showing more action, talking to people, interacting with other riders, checking out bikes and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, guys, I'm one person. I'm doing this by myself. That particular race, I'm trying to sort out 2 bikes. I got 3 hours to sort out 2 bikes because of the rain all weekend, and I can't film and ride and race, and I just can't. I can't do it by myself. I'm working on trying to get some help to try to help me film. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but yeah. So again, I'd like to do better and bring you guys some better content. But I'm doing the best I can with what I got right now. Hopefully, as I get this bike straightened out, the other bike straightened out, or it doesn't get straightened out and I park it, whichever comes first, then I'll have more time on my hands and I'll be able to interact with other people and get you guys some real world coverage, so to speak, content. So I do appreciate everybody for watching, and especially subscribing to the channel. We've been at this for 2 years, a little over 2 years. Actually, I'm coming up on June will be 2 years since somebody broke into the trailer and stole both my dirt bikes. So that's kind of when we took a turn on the channel. So change this direction, I guess, so to speak, because I had just bought this thing and it was a stone stock 883 with a rod knocking. And so that brought me where I am. But again, thanks guys for watching. Stick around, I promise we'll get better. So don't forget to hit that like button. Any thoughts, comments, concerns, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Have a good one.